Hi, welcome to Statistics 151, Applied Probability. My name is Karen Benway, and I'm going to be your instructor for the semester. This is just a brief video to give you a sense of how to navigate our Blackboard page. When you first come into the course from Blackboard, you should come into the home page where you'll see the most recent announcements. This is a way that I'm going to use to send information to the class. Every time I send an announcement, it will also come as an email, so make sure you check your email frequently. After you've looked at the announcements here, you can come to the Start Here page to get started in the course. It has a little bit of welcome information, some information about sort of what to expect over the course of the week. There's also a link to this video about how to navigate Blackboard. A little information about scanning handwritten work, which you will need to do for this course because you're going to need to be able to show your work on the problems that you do. Some tips for how to be successful in the course, and then an online learning and technical support, frequently asked questions, which is maintained by the continuing ed department. So once you've looked that material over, next place to go would be the syllabus, which you can link here. Syllabus, I want to point out that our textbook that we're going to be using is Probability and Statistical Inference by Hoag, Tanis, and Zimmerman. We're using the 9th edition. It is different from the previous edition, so if you try to use an earlier edition, you'll be doing the wrong homework questions. So just to be aware of that. It is a fairly expensive textbook, unfortunately, as all textbooks seem to be these days. It is available in an electronic format online from the publisher. The publisher is Pearson, and if you go to pearson.com, you can find the electronic version of the textbook there. It is quite a lot cheaper than buying a new hard copy of the textbook. So if you don't care about having a hard copy, that's a good option for you. Next place you go is you could go into the course schedule. This gives you the master schedule of all the important dates for the semester. You can see that our first module starts on Monday, and the work is due on Tuesday. It's very short, it's just to get acquainted with the site. So that'll be relatively straightforward, and we'll start the next module on Wednesday. And the modules go from Wednesday to Wednesday. At the end of each module, you'll have a quiz due. On Saturday at noon each week, you'll have a couple of questions to post to your group discussion board, and I'll show you how to find that in a little bit. So that's sort of the general flow. Some couple of things to notice. There is a proctored midterm exam on June 25th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. You can either take that on campus or you can take it using an online proctoring service, but you should make sure that you keep that date, that evening available for the midterm. So that's June 25th, a Thursday. And also at the end of the semester, on Thursday, August 6th, we're going to have our proctored final exam, and that's another time that you should make sure that you have that time available because you'll need to take the proctored final exam Thursday evening, August 6th. Next folder here is the course materials. You can see right now I only have the first two modules, Module 0, which is our introduction, and Module 1 posted. Click into Module 0. And this just tells you sort of what you need to do. So by Tuesday, May 19th, you need to read or watch all the materials in the Start Here folder, read the syllabus, review the course schedule, introduce yourself to the class using the help discussion board. I'll show you that in a minute. And then draw a self-portrait. Doesn't have to be good. Scan it and then post it in your homework discussion board. This way you will have figured out how to make sure that you know how to create a PDF file of your handwritten work, and it makes sure that you also know how to use that group discussion board. Coming back into the course materials, you can see the module that will start next is more typical. There are two lessons in this one, lesson 1.1 and 1.2, and they tell you the objectives, what reading and videos to watch, there are links to the videos, and then which homework problems to do. Let's see, next folder, there's nothing in there yet, but each week there will be a quiz that will become available on Sunday and be due on Tuesday night at 11:59 p.m. And you'll find those quizzes here in the quizzes folder. If you have questions about the course material, the help discussion board is a place to come to ask questions. You can also schedule online office hours with me that I'll do through Google Hangouts. I'm going to do those by appointment, so if you feel like you want a personalized chance to interact with me, I'm very, very happy to do that. But just let me know, and we'll schedule a time that works for both of us. Next tab is a grades tab. Right now there's not much of anything in there at the moment, but you'll find your grades in there. And last thing you'll see here is the group, and you can see you have homework group 3, and your homework group has its own discussion board. So I'm going to show you how to work with the discussion boards. The help discussion board, this is, as I said, where we're going to post questions about the material, but for this week we're going to introduce yourself to the class. So to do this, you click on where it says Module 0 to get inside, and then click Create Thread. And then you can type a subject. I am Karen Benway. And then I would introduce myself. Let me introduce myself. And I would introduce myself. If I want to, I can attach a file by using this paper clip here. I could attach a photo using this. There are all kinds of different tools here you can use. You can check those out. And then if you wanted to attach a file, you browse your computer using this Browse My Computer button, pick out a file, and then you can open it. But I'm going to cancel because I don't have anything to attach at the moment. Okay, so I'll submit that. And now you'll see, okay, here's the thread. If I want to read it, I just click on it. There we go. And if I wanted to reply, I just click reply. And then type, here is my reply. And submit. And your homework discussion board for your group discussion also will work the same way. You'll come in and you'll just create a thread that you can use to post your in your discussion board. So very straightforward how to work with that. I think that's mostly everything you need to know about how to get around the Blackboard page for now. If you find that you do have questions or concerns, let me know, and I will be happy to help you out. Welcome to the class again, and I hope you enjoy it. Have a good day.